It's a perfect afternoon, clear road, light traffic, a rider cruising through a green light, doing the speed limit, paying attention. Up ahead, a sedan waiting to turn left creeps forward. The driver looks right at the motorcycle and then turns anyway, straight across its path. This scene plays out at intersections every single day, and when a car and a motorcycle end up in the same crash, this is one of the most common ways it happens. But the riders who walk away from it almost never survive because of fast reflexes or an expensive bike. They survive because of something so boring that most riders skip it entirely. So what is it? How do you survive the most dangerous 2 seconds in motorcycling? You start by understanding why those 2 seconds are so dangerous in the first place. Back in 1981, a researcher named Harry Hurt ran the most thorough motorcycle crash study America had ever seen out of the University of Southern California. His team dug through 900 real wrecks, and the pattern that jumped out has held up for decades. In that study, around 3 out of 4 motorcycle crashes involved another vehicle, and in 2/3 of those, the car was the one that violated the rider's right-of-way. The most common setup of all was a car turning left directly in front of an oncoming motorcycle. Sound familiar? And this isn't just some dusty old finding. Modern federal crash data says the same thing. In fatal crashes between a motorcycle and a car, almost half come down to that exact setup, the car turning left across the rider's path. 40 years apart, same killer. And this is the line that should be taped to every new rider's mirror. Over and over, the drivers who caused these crashes said the same 5 words: "I didn't see the motorcycle." And the strange part is that a lot of them weren't lying. A motorcycle is narrow. Coming at you head on, it's a thin little shape that hides easily behind a windshield pillar, a parked truck, or just the brain's habit of scanning for car-sized objects and skipping everything smaller. A driver looks straight in your direction, and their brain quietly files you under nothing there. There's even a nickname for it in the writing world: SMIDSY. Sorry, mate, I didn't see you. Which is a very polite way of saying that a gap in a stranger's attention nearly ended your life. So yeah, not great. So if you can't count on drivers to see you, what's left? You. And this is where the boring stuff starts. The first survival habit is a mindset, and it sounds almost paranoid. You ride like you are completely invisible. Like every car sitting at every intersection is about to pull out in front of you, and it is your job to already have a plan for the moment it does. That mindset turns into tiny, unglamorous habits. You cover your brakes coming up to a green light instead of relaxing into it. You position yourself in your lane so a left-turning driver gets the clearest possible view of you, and so you've left yourself an escape path if they move. You keep a cushion of space around you like it's a force field, and you scan everything: mirrors, driveways, gaps between parked cars, and especially the front wheels of cars waiting to turn. That front wheel is usually your earliest warning that the car is about to move before the driver has even fully committed. This stuff seems small. It isn't. Pay attention to this next part because it's the habit that separates riders who get surprised from riders who almost never do. And then there's the one almost nobody films for the internet: the parking lot. Empty Sunday morning, a few traffic cones or some water bottles, and a rider doing slow figure eights, tight U-turns, and hard practice stops over and over until their hands stop overthinking it. It is about as thrilling to watch as someone organizing a spreadsheet. But emergency braking is a skill, not an instinct. On a bike without an anti-lock braking system, a panicked fistful of front brake can lock the wheel and put you on the ground before the car even reaches you. An anti-lock braking system helps a lot here, and it has cut fatal crashes by around 1/5. But it is a safety net, not a replacement for knowing how to stop. The riders who can brake hard and straight when it actually counts are almost always the same ones who drilled it on a boring weekend when nothing was on the line. If this is useful so far, do me a favor and hit subscribe. I break down riding stuff that actually keeps you on two wheels every week. Now back to it. Alright, so here's where it gets a little counterintuitive. There's a quirk in human wiring that every rider has to fight. You go where you look. It's called target fixation, and on a motorcycle it's brutal. A hazard appears, a pothole, a patch of gravel, the bumper of that turning car, and your eyes lock onto it out of pure fear. And because your eyes are glued to the exact thing you're terrified of, the bike drifts right toward it. The boring fix is to train your eyes to do the opposite. Through a corner, you look as far through the turn as you can, not at the pavement right in front of your wheel. Facing a hazard, you stare at the gap, the escape route, the way out, and the bike follows your eyes there instead. It feels deeply unnatural at first, so you have to drill it until it runs on its own, which again is boring. And again, it's the thing that saves you. And then there's the gear, all the time. Helmet, a real armored jacket, gloves, boots, riding pants, not just for the highway run, for the 5-minute trip to grab coffee too, because so many crashes happen on ordinary short trips close to home, not on some dramatic mountain pass. I get it. Full gear is hot, it's a hassle, and it is nowhere near as cool as a t-shirt and sunglasses. But asphalt does not care how you look. A slide down the road in jeans takes skin off in a way I am not going to describe over breakfast. That same slide in proper gear is a torn jacket, a scuffed helmet, and a story you get to tell standing up. Up to this point, riding has been about freedom and fun. The gear is the part that makes sure you keep getting both. So step back and look at the whole pattern, riding like you're invisible, lane positioning, scanning front wheels, parking lot drills, looking where you want to go, wearing the gear every single time. Not one of these is exciting. Not one of them gets likes. None of it is the reason anybody falls in love with motorcycles in the first place. I mean, think about that for a second. But the part that takes years to really sink in is this. Survival on a motorcycle has almost nothing to do with talent and almost everything to do with discipline. The riders who last for decades aren't the most gifted ones out there. They're the ones who kept doing the boring, repetitive, unglamorous things long after they got bored of doing them. Go back to that intersection. Perfect afternoon, green light, the same sedan creeping forward to turn left. The rider who's been doing the boring stuff covered their brakes a block ago. They already clocked that front wheel starting to roll. They already had an out. They saw it coming, because seeing it coming was a habit they built on 100 quiet days when absolutely nothing happened. That's the whole secret. It's boring. It will genuinely save your life. And the riders who are still out there years from now enjoying the fun part? They're the ones who took the boring part seriously. Gear up, look far, and ride like nobody can see you, because most of the time, they can't.